Good day everybody, my name is RagingRaptor and I welcome you to a new World of Tanks video, or rather a new Raptoranalysis, where we have a look at my ACETANKER game in the GSOR on the map Overlord. Like, what? Yeah, apparently you can carry on this map as well and be even able to, you know, spot even. I was pretty surprised to get my ACETANKER on this very weird map in general for scout tanks, but oh well, what can you do? Gotta be happy what you get, right? Like not being able to zoom completely in. Why is it this? Oh, awesome. We are having a little bit technical difficulties because of this not showing. I'm sorry for that. I hope it's going to get fixed. Anyway, we're in a 3-5-7 type of matchmaking where we have tier 10 tanks, tier 9 tanks and tier 8 tanks, and we are having 3 artillery pieces which are suddenly actually helping us, which is great. Anyway, we are going to go to this position. Be aware though, we have very good example with what tanks you should not go into this position. Light tanks actually work very well because of their good camouflage value, but other tier tanks, or other tank types, I wouldn't recommend. Not only, you can see here, we got a Batchatillon spotted and a nice little shot into him is pretty decent, and for some reason the replay is pretty darn screwed over for no reason whatsoever, I'm sorry. Yes, I spotted a Batchat and you can see we got even some damage on. And here we go, the second guy we spotted, the Prosciutto, we're getting shots onto him, and yes. This guy doesn't really comprehend that he should just leave it. I'm outspotting him, I have the better camo, he still wants to go for it. And you can see he's still up there and we're like, you know what? Let's take those free damage, I don't give a poop. However, the Lynx is doing the same thing to us and penetrates our butthole with a feisty HE shot, which hurts obviously. And it is very dangerous because this tank tends to explode very frequently when it gets hit in the rear. Which is something you, as a player of the GSOR, you have to be incredible wary of. And this Prosciutto over here, he definitely wants our bot, because he's like, you gave me already 3 shots, I'm going to murder you. Hence why he's playing so aggressive onto us. And we have to play now rather carefully and hope that our artillery or our TVP VTU is doing some stuff against him. This is also why we went into this position over here, to quickly get invisible again, and now we are going to go from a different position where we are not in his proxy range. You can see the number up there, 62 meters, 87. We are still not in proxy range, and we're like, oh hello there, bye. And yeah, we were spotted when we pushed up, but he was not prepared for it, so we got another free damage in it. But immediately we are like, you know what? I'm just going to deceive him and try to run away again, so artillery has a hard time hitting us, and maybe we'll get an additional shot onto him, which would be great, right? Because this guy, oh, I can tell you, he is really pissed off. And you can see, I'm waiting for him to be getting shot at, which Art just did there, and like, you know dude, bye-bye, I'm taking that kill for free, you know? And we were waiting on this little incline until he was one shot for us, because otherwise it wouldn't be necessary to simply push over. The real sad thing is that you don't really see correct numbers. This is annoying, darn it. But we are doing a really decent chunk of spotting damage and a really decent chunk of damage ourselves. The Standard B seriously had also a very bad game, and you can see so far the game is not won yet. Yes, we are 2000 ahead and 1 kill, but the game is still wide open depending on what our team is doing. I'm now doing a little bit more of an aggressive move. I even got spotted there and like, you know what, I didn't spot anything. I'm just taking the shot onto the T-54 lightweight, finishing, giving him an additional shot. A high roll, to be honest, with 275. He euros us and... I'm sorry, Mr. Blonde. I am Mr. Bond. I am the James Bond. I'm a 6 agent, am I right? Because we got lucky enough to finish him off and live to tell the tale another day. I don't know how this is saying. But something you didn't notice is I got spot damage from the ISM, so was like, hey, I spotted him, so I can shoot at him, right? And that's what I'm doing there. Just a tiny little love tap onto the butt of the I-7, and once again trying to run away because there is a Lynx coming for us. And as previously mentioned in my video about the LHMTV, do not go into a firefight against the wheeled vehicle in those tanks. Only if you know you can finish them off. Here I'm doing a very greedy peek, but the STA we were not spotted anymore, so the STA-1 definitely wasn't prepared for us. So yeah, I'm just going to do another greedy shot and finishing off. And in the previous shot you saw I went to go for the D-track because then he can't move, he's a sitting duck for me in the T10, and that's just awesome sauce really. Now I'm a tiny touch greedy, I really want to get that Lynx because screw the slide tank, and we miss, we were still spotted, and we got a lot of damage. The Stritzwagen S1 gave us a shot. The RT gave us a shot, and uh-oh, this Badger wants us. We got lucky enough to hit on the move, and oh, can we get away? We actually got away unscathed. So, I don't know, maybe some bad timing for the Badger, to be honest, some lag for him, sorry for him, but we got lucky enough to get away unscathed. 443 HP is more than enough to get one more shot by the Stritzwagen S1 if you're lucky. The snapshot didn't connect, and now we once again go back into our bushy hideout and see what we can do, like helping our T10 fighting the AMX M4 with a nice little shot into his cupola. Obviously we are down to the premium rounds, and let's see what we can do now about this AMX M4. I am greedy right here, I'm standing on top, the RD could easily finish us off, but they didn't, so yeah. Sadly, the T10 didn't win the fight, but artillery made the AMX M4 a one-shot, so I have all the time necessary to aim for his side where we penetrate, and now we can move on. Now, the IS-7 is dead, it's 10 to 8, we are around, yeah, 1000 HP ahead, so it's still not won. Like, one Stritzwagen shot, one Guerrilla shot can easily turn the tides of this battle. The good thing, however, is that I'm still alive and I know what I'm doing, usually. 90% of the times, sometimes. And in this game, I definitely know where to go and what to do, to be honest, because I can now use those bushes over here to tack slow but steadily go forward. Sadly, I didn't spot the Guerrilla 15 because, let's be honest, that would have been sweet bot damage. And sadly, our HE rum doesn't penetrate, and I got very scared right there. Hence why I immediately backed off, because I was seeing him turning towards me and like, oh no, that doesn't look good. So yeah, this is what I decided to do, and I pull back a little bit and see what I can do now. I can't spot the Stritzwagen S1, and our snapshot into the frontal plate of the M53, M55 didn't connect either with the HE, so this time our HE was pretty trash. I'm greeding onto the Guerrilla 15, hit the frontal road wheel and burn him while we are getting a shot by the Stritzwagen. And I have to say, dude, are you kidding me? You're standing there and you're not getting spotted, because this bush was not visible for me apparently. Yes, bushes in this game are OP. I had to wait to get unspotted again. So now we are spotting Lorraine, which is great. And now we are also trying to drive some tiny touch back. And I can't actually... My replay is kind of broken, I'm sorry for that. But yeah, now I'm just standing in those bushes and hoping for him to get spotted. I was thinking he's around here, but apparently he was in here. Make a guess in the comment section. How far is this? How far? What do you think? How far can a Stritzwagen S1 be away from a GSOR which has 490 meters of view range? Yes, I do not have binos. Maybe I would have spotted him with binos, but yeah. Make a guess. Now, pause the video, write it down in the comment section. Because, yeah, you can see I'm looking over there. And I'm now trying to drive a tiny touch more back maybe to get even closer. To maybe get them to get spotted. Just waiting. See? Slow but steady. Slow but steady. I'm not allowed to show my butt. And oh, look at that. 141 meters. I'm waiting to shoot. I now decide to shoot, which in the end sadly was my demise, because look how I'm driving. I'm driving like an idiot because I was thinking the Stritzwagen wouldn't focus me, but oh no! He is actually focusing me and he gets me. Unlucky that his snapshot somehow connected through this tiny hole over here into my turret. You could see here the shot went straight towards me. Sadly, a pity we didn't survive this, but let's be honest, the Camperwagen, the Sniper Schnitzelwagen, he should be done so too. We still have 2 more arties left, and the T-54E1 is spotting him, as does the ISM. And artillery is saying incoming in 3, 2, 1. Actually, that was really good timing. Holy balls. So yeah, this is how we won this game. And this is how it looks. It was an ace tanker, and it was probably the best game I had in a GSOR. 4,000 damage, 3,288 spot damage, the high caliber medal, and I wasted my mission because I killed myself. But an ace tanker, so I'm very happy about that. And look at that, we did 4k damage, the IS-4 did 2,500, the RD totally fair and balanced did 2,300 and 2,000 herder. I'm happy with that because we carried the shit out of the 268, our another tier 10 tank, and yeah, it was a perfectly great game, and I hope I showed you how to use this tank in such situations. Use your camouflage, decide to not use your DPM. And honestly, in this situation, the Manticore would have been actually even a tiny touch better because it has a more or a higher alpha gun. Yet, I still think the GSOR is more convenient to play and nicer to play than the Manticore. And 23 shots, 20 hits and 18 pens, 2 splash damage. Sadly, we didn't pen our HE shots. Darn it. But again, 3,288 spot damage. We damaged 10, destroyed 5, spotted 7. And it's a pretty great game after all. And one more thing, I just want to say that the Progetto really didn't like us because he wrote to me and said, "Hacker, this replay goes to wargaming." I'm like, you do know that some of my that I know the community manager of the German part issue, right? And I told him that I'm streaming right now, and I'm sorry that I played him with camouflage because that's basically what I did. But I can feel him. I also had a game in the Skoda T27 where I went at the same position, got spotted, and got annihilated. Because again, you have to be first in this position, and you have to have good camouflage, which the Skoda genuinely does not have. So this position I showed you, please do not go into it when you not have good camouflage. You saw what happened to the Progetto, and I can say from experience it happened to me in the Skoda. But anyway, I do hope you enjoy today's video of the GSOR. If so, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, a thumbs down, and give me some feedback. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to consider subscribing, help me grow our community, and for more Raptor analysis like this. I hope you learned something. If so, awesome. And as always, see you in another video.